Good morning, everyone around the world. Have you ever wondered why some countries are blessed with natural resources, yet they are embarrassingly poor? On the other hand, we've got countries like France that don't have much of the resources, but they've managed to turn their economies around. Their economies is one of the best economies that we have around. I mean, somebody might say it's because of colonization. They came here in Africa, they took our resources, they went to build their economies because of those resources. Fine, yes, they did that. I don't dispute that. But one thing that you would notice is there are some people that are blessed with resources and they manage to turn the little or the more that they have into something. And there are people that are blessed with the resources and they still do nothing about the resources. And there are also another people that don't have much but find ways to do much with nothing. Right. So this is where resourcefulness comes into the mind. Yesterday, I left work. When I got home, I decided to park my car outside the gate. I'm saying, okay, fine, because I will leave in the next 1 hour, in the next hour or so, right? And then I did my work, I did my business inside the house, and then later, because I was supposed to go to my daughter's school, as I was about to leave, I'm trying to search my pockets. I realized that I don't have the keys. I almost took off my socks to say, okay, let me go and try to find something to open. Even the keys were not in my socks. Okay, fine. And then said, okay, let me just go and check in the car. Probably maybe the car is not locked. I go there. As soon as I got there, I'm trying to open. It's locked. I tried to look inside the car. There are the keys. I don't have a spare key. Now, what do I do? The best situation would have been having a spare key. Now, a spare key represents a resource that I ought to have, but I don't have it. And if I had a spare key, I would simply going to go back inside the house, take the spare key, open, go put back the spare key, and then drive. But I don't have the resource. I had to be resourceful. I decided, let me take this cooking stick. There's this cooking sticks that we use to cooking pap. Let me take that stick and try to at least, and I took also a screwdriver. In between the door, I tried to slot them in so that they could open a little bit of an opening that I could then try and grab the keys. I tried to pull so that it opens this space in between the door and the car. But I failed. At first, I tried to pull the keys. I pulled the keys. Now I've pulled the keys, and I managed to take them off the ignition, and they fell down. Now what I was trying to solve has just got in worse. Now I'm in a predicament. It's getting dark now, and I know that I cannot break the window. If I break the window, I need to either lie to my insurance or I need to find the money to replace that window that very same night. It's impossible. Right, I can't do that. I can't call the locksmith, it's getting dark. They will charge me a call out fee and probably about 1,000 to come and fix that thing. I said, okay. Think, Moses. Think, Moses. And then I noticed a little piece of wire that was on the ground. I picked it, it was initially cold. I straightened it up. After straightening it up, I just made a little hook at the end. And then now I am pushing so that there is that little opening, and I am slotting the wire. I slot in the wire. I tried after many tries. Now I'm sweating now. I've been trying to do all this thing because I'm pushing and I'm trying to find the right spot. Finally, I hooked the keys. Then I slowly pulled them. At the same time, I'm pushing, I slowly pulled them. And when they got so close, I could see the sunshine. I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let me put in my hands. Yet, I am very cognizant that if I make one mistake and stop the pushing with my left hand, my right finger will be caught up in between the door and the car, and I might injure myself. So I'm very cognizant of that. I mastered the energy. I pushed, and I slowly put in my fingers, and I felt my fingers touch the keys. Oh, what a relief. After about 5 minutes, I managed to take out the keys and I opened the car. That was resourcefulness. I didn't have much resources, but I managed to get by. I managed to solve my problem with the little that I had. So like I said, Africa has got an embarrassment of riches, but they choose not to do anything about them. Gold, cobalt, nickel, manganese, every mineral you can think of is found right here in Africa. But people come all the way from wherever they are coming from. They come to extract the resources here. They take them to their own continents or countries. They process them, they turn them around, and they turn them into these little gems of value. And they sell them back to Africa. Because Africa has got 1.3 billion people. Africa has got the consumers. Africa has got the market. The resources were right at your doorstep. You did nothing about them. Somebody comes to extract them, he processes them, and he sends them back to you at a cost. They extracted them at a fraction of the cost. They sell them to you at a high cost. So this margin is what Africa is paying for their lack of resourcefulness. Africa is paying a margin because of their lack of resourcefulness. Now, you might be thinking that this is a hard-hitting indictment on Africa. What about yourselves as the people who are in Africa? Because those resources, while they are in Africa, they are extracted by people. They are next to you as an African in Africa, but they are extracted by somebody who's coming from far away from where they're coming from, which is good for them. But it shows the difference between resources and resourcefulness. So my message to you today is your starting position or your starting endowments are unlikely to determine your success or your end. Because if you are not resourceful enough with what you have, somebody will be resourceful enough with what they don't have, and they come and take what you have and they turn it into value for their advantage. So it might be that you are blessed with a natural talent in public speaking. Some of you have got rich stories that could nourish the world. Some of you are good writers. Some of you are probably good singers that could melt the hearts of even the hardened criminals. Some can do many things. But if you choose not to do it, if you choose to sleep on your talent, you will be like Africa, that is always carrying the begging bowl to those that have made it. But they have made it out of the resources that are here in Africa. It's your choice. Do you choose to be resourceful or you choose resources? Yesterday, I chose to be resourceful. So you can. Nothing stops you from being resourceful. Thank you. That was your boy, Mr. Ledger himself. Keep tuned and subscribe. Let's keep on inspiring others. Thank you.